and leads us to what we're going to talk about today, the era of Reconstruction. Reconstructed. Yep.
I thought we were playing Jenga.
Reconstructed.
What?
Yep.
Oh, what are you doing?
Reconstruct, reconstruct, reconstruct.
Yes, bro.
Reconstruct it. Reconstruct it. Go, 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 go. Reconstruct my tower. We're ready for that, right?
Not really.
Paper's over. We have to rebuild through what is known as Reconstruction, and that gets us to our class here today. You ready? 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 Reconstruct it. Reconstruct it.
Knock it down so you can kick it.
Reconstruct it.
Oh.
Now we're just playing Jenga. Okay. All right. Go back and play. Well, if we have time to be in the hour, we can actually play true Jenga. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. It's fun. Fatima. Did we talk about this class before you walked in today?
Did we talk?
Did you and I talk? We did not. Fatima, what is the statement you made up here?
Oh, it couldn't go back to the way it was.
Because
Destroyed.
it can't go back to normal because you destroyed it. My class on Reconstruction complete. Fatima, thank you. You can't go back to normal because you destroyed it. She's exactly right. Now, I was hoping to have maybe it's a suitable analogy, right? In reconstructing it, it still falls back over. Questions for you to make sure it all made sense. How many of you were leading the direction? How many of you were leading the reconstruction here? We're a quieter bunch. I know it's first block. Couple Jackson, were you leading a little bit? Did we follow Jackson unswervingly? Did we just follow Jackson because he stepped up? Did someone have an alternate opinion on how to reconstruct? Delaney, you should I did. What was your alternate opinion? Okay. Did you express yourself?
No.
You just went with Jackson. You expressed yourself a little bit, but okay. But Jackson was a dominant leader here. What took longer, knocking it down or building it back up?
Building it back up.
Yeah, I knocked it down in a fraction of a second, didn't I? Building it back up took incrementally longer than that. And Fatima, what statement did you just make again?
It couldn't go back to normal.
Well, yeah, but you also just said nobody was helping.
Nobody was helping.
All right, so in about a minute and a half, really, this demonstration took less than 2 minutes. I saw you all behave according to basic human expectations, psychology. Some of you were all in. A leader rose to the top. Those of you that wanted to do it a different way, maybe you voiced your opinions, maybe you held back and were disgruntled. Fatima lands the big statement by saying it can't possibly go back together the way it was originally because you destroyed it. And we see that it's a lot easier to knock something down than to build it back up. So when we come back, we're going to take our Jenga tower analogy and start to understand the whole era of Reconstruction. So all right, as they tidy up, I got a question for you. How come we didn't all participate? Kalia, say it again.
How y'all supposed to go up there?
Whatever your excuse is, some of y'all decided that this wasn't your job. Some of y'all decided this reconstruction thing, not my problem. Maybe someone else did. Keep that in mind. I was talking rude. Okay, I was talking rude because you didn't want to be around me. Who kind of led this effort? Me. Knox, why? Me. Because Knox and Josiah would like some credit for this effort as well. Did you guys work well? Did you work together? We're alphas. Did you work together? Yeah. We see. Everybody sat down. We stayed up there a little longer and fixed it. Did you disagree on anything? Nah. Nothing. Did anybody have an alternate opinion on how we should reconstruct? Nope. Peanut Gallery over here's got an opinion. What?
Fix it yourself.
It's crooked.
Fix it yourself.
Then go fix it.
No, it's your job.
Then.
You go fix it yourself.
Okay.
Well, I mean, everyone
You was up there, right? You
rushing
didn't
up
fix
in
it.
there, you know, like you didn't have time to fix it.
Everyone was rushing to a solution, and some of y'all didn't have space or opportunity to contribute. That's deep. That's deep. Paige, what were you doing?
Holding the ball.
Paige was holding the block, which at the end kind of didn't let you get to a finish point, right? Josiah, what did you call her? Carpetbag and scalawag. We're going to learn that that's more of an insult than you even realize, Paige. That is a grand insult. You should be offended right now. All right. I hope you kind of see. Now, final question. Final question. Is this how it started? Well, it's better. Huh?
It's better.
Is it better?
No, it's worse.
Is it
I
better?
say it's better. That's just me.
So I hope you realize that illustration here in just a couple minutes time, we demonstrated what our country had to go through with Reconstruction. Here's a final question for you, super important. What took longer, knocking it down or reconstructing it? How much time did it take for you to knock it down? Fraction of a second. So by perspective, how long did it take for you to build it back up?
About 2 minutes.
A lot longer. A lot. I mean, for the short amount of time we had, that was a lot longer. How about this? First block, someone pointed this out to me. She said, "How long did it take you to build it in the first place?" So think of this. We built our country.
Got you there.
We spent 100 years building our country. We destroyed it in 4 years. And when we built it back, was it the same? Was it better? Was it a little crooked? Keeping all of this in mind, we're going to talk about the era of Reconstruction. All right, boys, let's wrap it up.
We're working on it.
It'd be nice to get help.
Would be nice.
It would be
It
nice.
would have been nice if
It'd be nice if the peanut gallery didn't just have opinions, but actually put some work into it, you know what I mean?
Oh,
All right.
I mean, we have opinions. They don't listen to our opinions, though.
You didn't say
You
anything.
didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I did say something.
Yeah.
Y'all started building it on the table. I was like, well, I guess the school's not useful.
That wasn't my fault.
James started it on the table, and I
Not as
just.
tall as James.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
it's
not.
All right.
See, that's
I'm not, you know,
Well
Can
done.
we play Jenga?
And scene. That was way more relevant than you even realized. So let me ask you a couple questions to help you understand this. Who was leader of this
Me.
tomfoolery, this
Me.
chaos?
James.
Was it?
Oh, yes.
I want to say Jay. I want to say a mutual.
I mean, I had it at first, and then I just gave up.
Wait a second. So do we have a disagreement on who the leader was?
At first, it was
She
me.
gave up, so she's not.
Did we
At
have a
first-
disagreement on the ideas?
Yeah,
Did we debate with each other,
No.
or did we just try to overpower each other?
overpowered.
All of it. I agree.
All the above.
I observed 3 pockets of leadership, and somehow a couple of y'all stepped back and almost gave up. And I would encourage you to not do that in life. Now, this is just a silly little game. So don't give up on your ideas, because if you step back, then you're going to let other people in life lead.
Like
How about this one? Was it constructed exactly as it was originally?
No.
Yes.
That is better than what
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
Worse.
Yes, look at it. It
Hold
looks
on,
more
can
stable.
I say something?
Yeah.
Basically, it's not the same because you lost people building it. The people who were helping you build it, you lost the community. I think this is what you're getting.
You
I gotta
gave
say
up.
something though.
Hold on one second. You gave up. All right. That's
That's
Exactly.
I will say, I'll give you some props. This is the best rebuild of the day. Okay, first and third did it significantly less good than this. However, you all started rebuilding it where?
On the table.
Which was not how it was originally, okay? Now, and then I want to get to one more point. Ladies, this is even more relevant than y'all even realized at the time, and I think one of you kind of said it and started to go there. In terms of the analogy I'm making here, what do you think it means that y'all stepped back and didn't let your voice be heard? They're quitters.
It is. Can I say it? Well, I said it earlier. We took the lead or whatever, and y'all finna say it's like feminist.
It's pretty similar to the lack of a voice that women had in the day.
Mhm.
So ladies,
They gave up.
I'm talking about 1865.
Hey.
Don't let these boys overtalk you because
They gave up.
Just because you're
They
boys.
gave up.
It was your fault we gave up.
You
It's
are
not like y'all were
indecisive.
gonna listen to what we had to say.
Okay, but if we would have said,
one more question for you.
I tried.
Was it easier for me to knock it down
Knock
or
down.
for you to build it back up?
Knock down.
I'll
Knock
sit
down.
you.
It's a lot easier.
Knock it down.
Was it shorter for me to knock it down or for you to build it back up?
Knock it down.
Knock it down.
Clearly, it was shorter. It took a fraction of a second for you to knock it down. It took several minutes for you to build it back up. Now take that to the scope of the Civil War. We spent 4 years destroying our country, and we're gonna have to spend decades building it back up. Arguably, it is not the same as it was before.
It's because nobody
We
paid
have
attention to how it
leadership
was.
debates. We have, some sides think this is how you should do it, and the other side thinks this is how you should do it. As much as I could possibly apply to this 3-minute little activity, you guys behaved like our country behaves during the era of Reconstruction. So when we come back, that's what we're gonna talk about. Let's take our pause. Y'all can argue with each other a little bit more, and when we come back, we'll talk about the era of Reconstruction.